Hi everyone! I just finished wrapping my mom's Mother's Day present. I thought I would show you the IKEA wrapping paper I got, and then I will show you making her card. So IKEA has a new set of Tealy Greens out. It is from this collection and you get the 4-pack together. And you can also get the coordinating ribbon. The one that I used was the striped one, of course, and the ribbon color I used was the one on the left. And there's her present so far. Now I'm going to show you her card. So getting all set up to make her card, the first thing, I picked out my cardstock from this pack here, the stripes box. And I went with the green stripes. And I picked up these really pretty flowers from Michaels, just in that front section that they have. Also, I'm going to use these flowers from the Martha Stewart stickers collection. And I have a paint chip. So what I'm going to do actually is use these for the front of my card. And then the last thing I have is some twine. And that's actually from that Target haul that I showed you. These are on sale right now at Target for 60 cents. So I cut the 3 different colors that I want. And I'm just going to cut off the white bits on each side. So they're like that. And now I'm left with the 3 colors that I want, but it still has the writing on it. So I'm just going to measure the middle of it on the non-writing side because we're going to cut that off. So just measure where your middle is, and you want to mark that. And I'm just going to mark all 3. And now on each piece I'm going to mark where I want to cut down to make the perfect edge. So I just mapped out where I want to cut, and I'm going to cut them all. So once you cut along the little map you've made out, you can just pull that center piece out, and you've got your nice little flag. Then you want to measure along here as well so it's nice and straight so you can cut off where your writing is. And finally just cut your line. And now you've got your perfect little flag, and do that with your other 3. And now I've got 3 little flags. So at this point I'm just getting my card, laying them out, and then grabbing my twine and kind of seeing how I like the placement. So I've turned all the flags over, spaced them out how I want, and I'm going to just attach the twine to the back here and then fold over that little tab. So I'm going to put glue tape on, just the one that I always use. This is just the dollar store stuff. Works really well. I have some from Michaels too, but this one's actually less expensive. I only buy the Michaels one when it's on sale. And now that I've got them all glued, I'm going to put them back into the spacing that I liked, and then lay this right where I want it. And then I'm going to fold each one over. So there's 2 of them folded so far, and I'm just going to do this last one here. So you just have that where you measured, fold it over, stick it down, and they all should be attached. So you're ready to put it on your card, and I think I'm going to have them splay out just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it right onto the card as well, each of the flags, and then I'm going to trim the end of the rope. So as I'm gluing them on, I'm just pushing this middle one kind of down on the stripe where I want it and then pressing it in, and then making these two side ones equal on the stripe that's up a little bit farther, pushing them in, and then I'm going to just extend the rope right to the corner of the cards, glue that down, and then trim off the edges. So if you want to use glue tape for the end of your string, you can also use just regular craft glue. You just want to pull this across so that this is sticky now, and then you can pull it off your paper, and then it will lay exactly where you want it to, and all be stuck down. So now I just have to trim those edges off. So as I looked at the card, I decided I actually wanted the banner a little higher. So this is a great thing about the non-permanent glue tape. You just take it off and you stick it back on where you want it to. So I just had to reposition the rope, and I'll have to trim off a little bit more. So there it is. And now I'm just going to take a marker and write Mom on the flags. Now you actually have to be careful on the paint chips because they kind of have a finish to it. So you can hear me shaking. It's actually a paint pen, and this will not smudge on that surface. If you use a different kind of pen, just be really careful that it dries all the way so that you don't smudge on that kind of shiny surface. So these paint pens are super easy to use. And I'm just going to do M, O, and M. And there we've got Mom. So just using the clear packaging that the flowers come in, I just did a little mock-up of what I'm going to do in the bottom because I want to put some flowers in between the flags. And I like this layout, so I'm going to stick it on.